Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Striker Breaks on Friday the 13th, the greatest day there's ever been, because officially I was born 40 years ago. Oh my God. I don't know how to feel about it. Shaved my face. I don't know what else to say. I'm thankful that I've lived this long. Had a great life. And, you know, it's perfectly fitting that we've got an old-timey type of card to open with an old-timey type of breaker. What's going on, everybody? Kruger, how's it going? I see that Alec and Kelly tied for first place. Congratulations. Evan White's here via personal invite. The Evan White. KF, what's happening? Alec? Wong? Wong wants that dinosaur relic. Guess I could just... a dinosaur DNA relic? I guess I could just give you a little piece of my skin underneath maybe in a top loader or something. Autograph it for you. It's your very own dinosaur relic. Evan's been very interested to find out what I'm going to do with the random cards that aren't baseball cards. I've got it all planned out, my man. Got it all planned out. It'll be good. I'll tell you what we're going to do once we get a few more people in here. Thanks, 357. Hola! Joseph says, happy birthday, Striker. You made me order a lot of Tatis jars lately. Jars? Taxis jars? What is that? Was that an autocorrect issue? Did it really mean Tatis cards? It says taxis jars. That's hilarious. Yeah, Kruger just turned 30 yesterday. And I turned 30 today. 40. Can we just say 30? We'll just be 30 again. KF, thank you. Appreciate it. Sean! I'm just a little dazed. See, I shaved my beard so that you could see that I have the best jawline in all of breaking. Championship jaw right there. And chin combo. Jaw and chin combo. Nobody's better. Nobody in the game has a better jaw. Sean with the $4.99. Happy birthday. Let's go. Thank you for the super. Robert coming in close behind with the $4.99. A dancing pair. Nothing better. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Oh, speaking of Robert, got a nice little envelope over here to open from you. Let's check it out. Let's see what we got in here. Armando with the $5. Not a fan of Allen, but good luck, everyone. Sup, Striker. Thanks, Armando. Yeah, you know, A&G is a niche release. It's not for everybody, but I enjoy it. I like almost all baseball cards, especially ones with licensing. That's especially good. These have licensing. It's the most complete rookie set that we have yet. It also includes Badu, Kelnick, and Mercedes in this set, along with everybody else. We branch out a little bit and get some unique kind of cards, some different people from different sports. We've got the minis, we've got hotbox potential. Even the hits are unique. The framed minis, the autographed minis, the dinosaur DNA, the cut autos. There's all kinds of cool stuff in here. So the people that don't like it, it's fine. It's still fun to watch. And it's really affordable if you want to buy a box and rip some cards and get like 3 guaranteed hits. Let's not forget about the rip cards. Rip cards are sweet. I mean, some people just like get cases of this stuff just to try to find rip cards. You can go on and blow out forums and see, like, check out what I got for my case, how many rip cards. So I'm looking forward to opening it up. Oh yeah, baby. Look at that. Padres. That's sweet, dude. Metallic oval sticker. Love it. Putting it right back there. You can't see it right now, but as soon as we move this out of the way, there. Sweet. Thanks, dude. Oh yeah. Yeah, Robert took these pictures. He went to the mural. Is Tatis back today? It kept saying he was going to be back for this weekend series, but I haven't checked the headlines in the last couple hours. Gotta find out. Robert, my resident Padres informant. Yeah, the last thing it says is the 4-game series is set to begin Thursday night and will run through Sunday. And Tatis is going to be activated during the series. He's been working out at both spots in his rehab from another left shoulder subluxation. Gnarly. That's cool. Look at this. It's almost like I'm right there with you. Very cool. Put these up. Petco Park tours, behind the scenes at Petco Park. Year round. Look at that. That is cool. It's the only way I'm going to be able to enjoy it is vicariously through others. But that's all right. I love it. Thanks, Robert, man. You're so good to me. I appreciate you. You know it. MLB The Show used that Tatis photo on them. Yeah, it's like the cover of the show. Him doing that. That's so classic. Like, I could totally see that being... I don't know if he has his own shoes or cleats or logo, but that's so like the Tatis logo. Should be something like that. The bat flip, him just checking it out, like similar to what the Jordan Jumpman is, or the MLB logo, or even the NBA logo, Jerry West. Like, that is an iconic pose. Where does my like of the Padres come from? Well, my love of the Padres, it comes from Tatis. He's my boy. He's ever since he was a prospect, I've been all about him. And to see him go from being like a guy with potential, and then the trade, and just being the best player in the league, arguably, and having so much swag and being such a unique player. I've never experienced that before, where like my guy, who I collected and watched and had hope and promise, and just seeing the naysayers come and go, and I don't know, there's just like that connection. And then I started watching the Padres, and they started building the team. Like, I'm also a contrarian, so when they weren't good, I liked them. And then when they start, so it's like cool to see them building and growing and being a better team, and now a championship contender along the way. You know, Paddock, I really liked Paddock when he first came up because of his swagger and his moxie. Machado is like the best third baseman, arguably, in the league, and he's got a different kind of personality. I know a lot of people are turned off by Machado. Also Hosmer, like I watched a lot of Hosmer being in the AL Central. Always respected his game. When they got Hosmer, that was a big deal for them. And I really like Clevenger, and they got Clevenger last year at the deadline. So it's just everything's come together, and they're my favorite team. Long story short, I guess not. Gerg with the $10. Happy birthday. No joke, today is my birthday. Get out of here. Born 8/13/82 in Marquette, Michigan. What? Happy birthday. Thank you. Appreciate that. Man, this is going to be a great day. I'm already feeling better. You guys energize me so much. It's crazy, because before the break, I was just like sitting here like this. Just like staring into the camera, dead-eyed, belly full of tacos. But now I'm all fired up and ready to go. dead-eyed and full of tacos. Actually, I had a monster burrito from the Mexican restaurant. That was my treat to myself, a monster burrito. And I ate it so fast that the lady came back and she goes, "Wow, you ate that fast." I was like, "Hey, what can I say? I was hungry." That's all I ate today. Sean says, "I love the Padres as well. Raised in San Diego. Watching Tony Gwynn." Yeah, always been a Tony Gwynn fan as well. Rooting for the underdog. I always like rooting for the underdog. If there's ever like a fight and there's an underdog, I'm rooting for that guy. If there's ever a team that makes it really far in the playoffs, I'm always rooting for that team. The Pistons were underdogs they've basically always been underdogs whenever they're going for championships. The 2003, 2004 championship was the definition of an underdog winning. So maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. All right, guys, what are we doing today? We're not just doing A and G, by the way. Although we are doing 2. Because it's new and we have to. Got to experience everything. We'll judge it. We'll analyze it. Review it. Smell it. Maybe we'll taste it. We got a little bit more. Chrome. Got to add the chrome. We're doing some finest. We're getting a Clearly in there. Got some guaranteed hits. We've got some Bowman. That didn't even make the thumbnail. Got one of those. Little blaster box of 2020 Bowman. Hanger box. And we got some 2021 Bowman. Just like that. A nice spread, as usual. And now that everybody's in here, or most people, here's how we're going to do the non-team hits. As you know, there are quite a few autographs, relics, etc. that are not of baseball teams. So, at the end of the break, I'm going to take the autographs and relics that were hit from anything other than the non-team hits. We're going to go back to the spreadsheet. I'm going to take those names out of the list, and we're going to randomize the remaining people who didn't get hits. And one by one, however many we get, we're going to give those to a random person that bought into the break that did not receive an autograph or relic from a different product or even from this. Sound good? And all the other cards, like the little minis and all that kind of stuff, they're going to be randomly distributed amongst everybody. So whoever has like a small stack or not any top-loaded cards or anything like that, they're going to be getting some of the minis and things like that just randomly. I think that's a fair way to do it. The other way of doing it would have been to add a slot to the break and had somebody just get all the non-MLB hits, which there's so many other cards here that wouldn't be fair. That'd be disappointing. Like whoever got that would just be like, oh. So I didn't want to do that. If there's say we did like 4 of these boxes and just added like a couple other little things, I wouldn't mind doing that because you'd get a ton of cards. But this way, there's just, we got a nice box of finest here, so you don't want to not be included in the on-card autos and the parallels that come out of there. And the Clearly, that's a guaranteed auto, encased auto. So, you guys ready? Yeah, it'll take a little time at the end to random this stuff off, but oh well. And you never know, maybe we just get all baseball card hits, so we won't even have to do it. Let's roll. Let's get rolling. Here we go. Doubles. 4. Come on over the spreadsheet. We're getting these out of A to Z with a quick random. Bang. 3 times right here. 1, 2, and 3. Mariners on top. Hopefully we get that Kelnick SP. Dropping them down. Make sure these columns are perfectly aligned. Back to the buy-ins 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dennis. With the Mariners. Let's get these in A to Z. Turn the music down a little bit more so you can hear your teams. And here we go. Diamondbacks, Greg T. Braves, Catherine T. Orioles, Robert H. Red Sox, Joshua W. Cubs, Kyle K. White Sox, Kurt P. Reds, John C. Indians, Robert C. Rockies, Bob G. Tigers, Jacob W. Astros, Anthony B. Royals, Jack H. Angels, Henry T. Dodgers, Glenn S. Marlins, Brandon K. Brewers, Robert H. This is Robert Hoover. We got 2 Roberts in here. Robert Hoops got Baltimore. Twins, Robert S. 3 Roberts in here. Mets, Kruger Breaks, Yankees, Mark H. Athletics, Tyler R. Phillies, the Greenskeeper. Pirates, Cameron W. Padres, Scott K. Giants, Matthew B. Mariners, Dennis A. Cardinals, Stephen D. Rays, Skylar M. Rangers, Cameron H. Blue Jays, Francisco M. And Nationals, J.R. Good luck, everybody. Let me drop you a link. There you go. Let me get a little print action, which reminds me, hopefully I have enough ink to get through this. The printer ran out of ink and the toner didn't get here in time. So some of the packages are going to be delayed for shipping till next Monday. Or this Monday. 3 days from now, Monday. Hopefully it shows up then. It might even be Tuesday. Oh boy. So you can see down the center. This is actually a good one too. I got like, I don't know, 10 of the 30 packages shipped out from yesterday's break. And the rest of them, all the labels printed off bad, so I don't know. I might have to just send them out like that. Hopefully they work. I don't really know. Daniel, what are you talking about, man? Refrain from that kind of language, please. Thank you. There are kids among us. All right. Well, let's start with one of these. Should we good luck it? A little quick Selig sweep. And a good luck Trevor soak? Nah. Let's use Billy, though, for this occasion. Good time for a bill hook. Evan says I dropped my phone today. Had to get a new one. Sorry to hear that. Maybe it's a good thing. Maybe you wanted a new phone. Maybe you needed a new phone, and that was exactly what you needed, was to drop that thing. Clubhouse kids love the Griffey series. Thanks, man. Michael Knight says happy birthday, a fellow 13th B-Day. Second break tonight would be a great birthday gift for yourself. Double that sorting striker. Have a great birthday, my man. My daughter goes, "What? You're working on your birthday?" I'm like, "Honey, that's what adults do. I've worked on my birthday every year of my whole life, I think. Ever since I can remember starting working. I remember being like 15, 14, like working for real, you know, because I started working when I could walk. Born on a farm, raised on a family business, you know, you just work always. I remember sitting there waiting for a ride to pick me up from the restaurant. Just thinking like, well, it's my birthday and I'm working. Now, I had to have been like 14 or 15, maybe even 13. I don't know. And then on my 18th birthday, I was working, and on my lunch break, I went and got a tattoo. Smart guy. That was a pretty quick tattoo. Did I get any prism? Yeah, but it didn't show up yet. Everything is so delayed. I had to wait for this. This just showed up today. I am grinding hard this week. Ooh. That is cool. Alec Bohm. Gotta grind hard, man. I spent a ton of money on that Griffey series, and it's finally starting to hit me. You know, when the bills are due at the end of the month or the beginning of the month, which they were like that. The first of this month, it was just like, uh-oh. Phil is going to the greenskeeper. Nice Bohm. Can you get parallels? Is that a Ginter back parallel? Maybe we'll have to check that out and find out. I haven't even really watched any of this. Tried watching somebody else, and they were so boring that I just couldn't do it. How do you guys do it? Watching other breakers, how do you do it? They're just like dead silence the whole time. Don't get excited about good cards, or when they do, like you can tell in their voice that they're not really excited. They're just like playing it up. Nolan Ryan, the first card of the break. Oh, sorry. I'm on the wrong chat. There we go. Seattle Taurus says, I never want to do anything I don't want to do on my birthday, and work is at the top of the list. Yeah, I know. Redskins fan, what's up? You want to see my tattoo? Honus. So the design is pretty similar to years past. Not, I mean, they all have the same kind of vibe. It does look different. But they all have the same vibe. What is this? It's kind of unique. And we've got a mini. Is it a Ginter back? I think so. It's going to take me a minute to figure all this out, guys. Another Hollis build. What's happening? How much is a box of Allen and Ginter? 130, somewhere around 130, 140. They were on the Topps website for 150, which surprised me. I thought the Topps would have them cheaper than everybody else, but it turned out they had them more expensive. What a ripoff, am I right? It is a happy birthday day. Happy birthday, where the wife is working, where everybody's working. But that is life, I guess, eh? Kane. I feel uncomfortable when I'm not working. The Manatee card, we'll put that off to the side in the non-baseball card pile. Do I have any cool Mickey? Probably, Chris. I think I probably do have a few of those cards. Yeah, there's the regular border. So this other one, there's the Ginter back. Here's the black border, Joe Adele. That's a pretty nasty card. I like that. We got the Angels. Henry got the Angels. That's cool. Very cool. Let's get a rip card. Lots of hits in this. I know, don't I look weird today? It's a weird day, man. It's a weird day. I wanted to show off my jawline, my chiseled jaw. Winter's coming, so I'll have a big beard soon. So enjoy it. Drink it in. It's the dead of summer. I'm like, winter's right around the corner. Carrasco. There. Is that a Brooklyn back then? Is that a Brooklyn back as well? Sorry if I'm getting these mixed up. There's a bird. Let's take a look at these. Okay, we got the Ginter back. We got the black border. We got Brooklyn back. They got to be Ginter backs because the Brooklyn backs are just way too small. It says Brooklyn. It's got to be Ginter. Yeah. It's the daily routine. You can't shut off. It feels strange to take time off. Yeah. Yeah, it does. I feel like I'm wasting my time if I'm not working somehow. I feel like I'm just wasting my time. And I can't. Just can't do it. It's a good trait to have, I suppose. Marquez. Yeah, if I had a pool, that'd be nice, I guess. It's a Samuel Adams guy has a card. Okay. McGuire, Yastrzemski. Well, look at this. A picture of the sky. Far away. The Needle's Eye Galaxy. Caldwell 82. That's cool. Deep Sea Shiver Leopard Shark. You pulled the 1-of-1 mini Jason Biggs. Yeah, they forced the bird to autograph a card. They taped a pen in its hand and then scared it and like, scribbled something. Andrelton, Ginter back, and Edgar Renteria. No rip cards yet, Kenny. Yet. We'll get there. Hopefully. If we out of 2 boxes, if we get a rip card, that's gonna be beating the odds. Just pulled a rip card. What? Oh man, things are so weird. The world, life is so weird. Well, that's a Yankees rip card, 90 of 99. What are the odds that just happened? Let's find out. The rip cards are... Oh, boy. There's a rip card. It's a double rip card. Is that? That's not the one. 1 out of 1,300. Extremely rare of what just happened. I can't believe that just happened. But okay. Aren't they like 2 per case or something? I'm all weirded out now. Mark, it's up to you, buddy. If you're in the chat, Mark, whether you want us to rip it or not is completely up to you. Personally, just to be honest with you, I wouldn't rip it. I would, if you're looking to make some moolah, you know, you sell it just like this. But if you're looking to have a good time, it's up to you. How do we? Yeah, well, we gotta wait. We gotta wait for Mark to respond to that. We got Hap and a tree. Sycamore tree. Feels really light. 2 per case. What's up, baby? Anthony with the 20, looking great for only 25, striker. I know, aren't I? Keep pulling that fire. Then get yourself a nice drink in the after hours. Happy birthday. Anthony, it's very, very kind of you. I appreciate you so much. Thanks for that 20, man. I really feel it. You guys are lifting me up today. What happens when you rip a card? Well, let's talk about it. So you turn it around, it's got this little tab on top, and you rip it down the middle, and on the inside of the card, there is something else. It's either a mini red ink auto, an exclusive mini parallel, a wood parallel, metal parallel, or a one-of-a-kind sketch card. Unless you get basically a wood, metal, or sketch or autograph, it's not going to be great. So you can get a mini. It can be a complete bust, basically. I've gotten a few of these in my day. I told you the last break I bought into actually was an Allen and Ginter break. I like Allen and Ginter. And I ended up getting 2 or 3 rip cards. I can't remember how many cases it was. I think it was like a 2-case break maybe, or 4-case break possibly. I got a few rip cards out of it, so that was cool. I just sold them and paid for like 3/4 of the break. Got another one here. Got a Brooks Robinson. And a wolf, a gray wolf. Classic. We want a 1-of-1 horse auto. Oh boy. There's the Jason Biggs. Al Kaline. I'm so glad he made it into the series here. This guy. Kim? Who's Kim? ESPN analyst. Oh. What? Oh, he's Korean baseball. Okay, gotcha. We're going at a slower rate today, guys, because I kind of want to enjoy this. Oh, wow. Here we go. It's an Abreu. Here's another hit. These are a little different this year, how the rip cards, or how the minis are assembled. They're not rattling around in there. It's pretty nice. I like these, like, in general, as far as like hits go. And you know, if you're going to get a relic, I think this is a cool way to go. How about you guys? Like, if you're going to get a relic, why not have it be a framed mini? Going to Kurt. Congratulations, Kurt. You got the reigning MVP. And we got a rip card. Things are going well. Another bird. Birds of a feather. Lilac, crowned Amazon. Beautiful. I'm pretty sure this is the place you want to be to watch an Allen and Ginter break. You know, if you go to where Dagger was last night, it might have helped you fall asleep. If you're looking to fall asleep, it's a good way to do it. Okay, it's a nice face. Comedian Jimmy Pardo. That's why he's got a funny face on. He's a comedian. Kruk. And the world's largest, yes it is, giant tower, Burj Khalifa. Nolan Ryan. Well, if you get 2019 Ginter, there's a bunch of good rookies you can get out of there too. I think that's awesome. That's awesome. Steve Carlson. Cal Ripken Jr. But yeah, you can get the Tatis rookie, and that's a nice looking card. Tiger Shark. Looks like he's got one of those, what are those called? Those suckers that are on the Sharks. Lamprey. Sea Lamprey. Eric says they need to do a mini rip card that has a redemption inside. How disappointed would you be, though? You're like, come on, big money. And it's just a worthless piece of paper, and I got to wait 8 months. Garland, Jeff Garland. What do you guys think about the retail version of this? There are things in the retail that you can only get, like the gold frame stuff, right? You can only get the gold frame in the retail, I believe. Is that, yeah, that's, I'm giving that to the Giants. Alyssa Nacken. Oh, she's the first full-time female. Well, guys, we figured it out. Remember yesterday's rant? We figured it out. I knew it would all come together. That's why they're so good now. That's why. I knew it would all come together. So all you gotta do is you gotta ask, you gotta put it out there that you're curious. You know, ask and you shall receive. That doesn't only work with like physical goods. It's knowledge too. That's the biggest one. Knowledge and insight. If you want the truth, you must seek it out. Are the Target Giant boxes a good long-term hold? KS, I don't know, man. They've already doubled in value. I don't know how much more expensive they can get, but a nice double. Nothing wrong with doubling your money. As a matter of fact, that's kind of the goal. Jeff Bagwell, we got a little black and white border. It's kind of the goal when you're in retail. You want to double your money. When you're selling things in general, double your money. Double your money. Flip, 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 flip. If you can flip and double your money in a day, but it takes 4 years to triple your money, or maybe never, or maybe like if you think about it from a standpoint of junk wax, like junk wax was just, you could have it for so cheap, $5 a box for decades. Imagine holding on to junk wax for decades, just being like, please, because it didn't cost them. They were losing money for that long. I'd rather just like flip it right away. Jordan with the 30, New Zealand. Just says, Striker, my man. Thanks, Jordan, for the vibes. Oh, Proxima B. Everybody's favorite Proxima. Proxima A, not so good. But Proxima B, that's what we're all about on Striker Breaks. Contrarians. We don't go for A. Everybody likes Proxima A. We're all about Proxima B here. Eric says, if I can't make 10x on my money, I pass. See, Eric's a baller. Ooh, we got some damage here. Unfortunately, the Key Brian. That's a bummer. Eric is a high roller. He's all about buying Bitcoin back 5 years ago. Got to keep an eye out for Kim, Monster Baseball lover / analysis. Wasn't that the guy we just pulled? Pretty sure we did. Kim? Kim? Where you at, Kim? He's around here somewhere. He's hiding in the non-baseball pile. Pudge, I'm glad he made this. Dion, excellent. I'm digging the set so far. Lamette, I wish he was healthy. That would be huge. And the kid. Bought 20 boxes and opened 10. I've opened quite a few. Are we still talking about Series 2 giant boxes? There's the Ohtani. Of course, the Ohtani's got a little ding. What's going on with these? Smith. Bianca Smith, baseball coach. Wait a second. I thought we already had the first ladies baseball coach. Is this the second ladies baseball coach? We got to get to the bottom of this. We've got a competition on our hands. Oh. The first African-American woman to work as a professional baseball coach. We got 2 firsts here. So the Red Sox apparently are the next awesome hitting team. Wait a second. 2021 Red Sox. Nobody really expected them to be that good. And then Smith came along. We're figuring it all out, guys. So if you want your team to win a championship or just increase their offense by like a good margin, a solid percentage, got to hire a female coach because they get it. They get it. Ricky Grisham. Nothing says hit a 100-mile-per-hour baseball quite like bringing in a female softball coach. I wouldn't have thought, but dude, the Red Sox, I'm curious now. Just curious. Joe, what's up, man? We're diving deep into the statistics, guys, because we want to see where are the Red Sox rankings, statistics. These ladies, they're bringing the goods. They're bringing the goods. Okay, we're going teams. We got all day. If you don't like this, see you later. Oh, she's not. I mean, Smith, I know you're trying. You're doing great, though, actually. Let's see. Red Sox are third in average with 258. But the Giants, number 1 in home runs. Okay, so let's mark one up for Nacken with the Giants, number 1 in home runs. Let's find somewhere where the Red Sox are good. Saves. Oh, hits. The Red Sox are number 2 in hits. What else do we got? We'll stop there because we proved a point. You bring in a lady who plays softball or something like that. I imagine they both played softball. And you take your team from being one of the worst possible that you can imagine to being one of the best. Who's the next lady? Okay, Tigers need to hire. If I knew one lady coach. Whoa. Bunk. Tom Bunk. Oh, Garbage Pail Kids. Makes perfect sense. That guy created garbage. Everything's adding up today, guys. It's all coming together today. That guy does Garbage Pail Kids cards. Yes, he does. Yes, of course he does. Everything's coming. Everything, all the questions I've ever had are being answered in one stream. This is awesome. The Cardinal and Joe Morgan. Man, what other questions do I have? So, let's get a good question in the chat that Alan and Ginter will answer us. It's almost like a magic 8-ball today. We shake up the packs and we open them and we get an answer to a random question. How about, I can't even, come on guys. I need some help up in the chat. We need a question answered. Something that's not going to get us banned from the internet. That's what I'm talking about, Dagger. And here's our final hit. Well, if you ever see someone's artwork, it kind of, like, there is a connection to what they look like a lot of times. Jordan, that'll get us banned, man. I'm going to have to erase your comment, not because I don't like it, but just because I don't want to get demonetized again, which has been happening. It's nothing against you, and please keep talking. Just that content, they don't like that around here. Winning numbers of the Powerball. Eric, I'm digging it. What do we have for our final hit? It's Tommy Pham and an autograph. Not bad at all. Going to the Padres. Scott. Congratulations, Scott. This is a beauty. I like how the color is like, it kind of matches the Padres color. That's cool. Star autograph. Yes, it is. Is Bonds? I mean, I wish we could just, like, Jordan, I got a lot of questions, man. A lot of questions. And maybe it'll be answered in a funny way in one of these packs. I'm going to keep it in my mind. Verdugo? I already have a few ideas of how it could be answered. And I would get in trouble big time if we went very far down that road. Big time. Where do we go now? Let's go here. Let's go here. So many funny things are in my head right now that would get me banned from YouTube. Did I miss Jeff Becker? Where's Jeff at? There he is. I probably missed so many of your chats in the last few minutes while I was thinking. I apologize. Jeff says, on previous packs, it seems like lower left corner of full-size cards are dinged up on my... Yes, they were, Jeff. Richard wonders why K-Word's a baseball player. Because he's got high 90s heat. And a deceptive delivery. K-Word can really chuck the ball. And if I didn't have to pull his autograph out of my Topps Finest case, my very first redemption card, if it wasn't that, I might be a fan. JR, it had something to do with an event that took place in 2001 that you can't question. Or talk about. Unless you speak about it in code, like we're kind of doing right now. Sam Huff. Oh, all right, who brought... Someone's getting banned. You brought him. I forget who just brought this up. Now I can't. Richard, it's your fault. Sixto Chrome. This is a good little box. Look at all this gravy in this box. We got, I think they all come with a Chrome, but a Sixto, followed by a Daz Cameron SP. And for a guy like me, I like this. Good job, Daz. Good job getting that bunt down, Daz. Not only are you putting a bunt down, but you got a horizontal card out of the deal. Two of my pet, but I do like your hat. I do like your hat, Daz. I'm in a bit of a mood today, if you can't tell. A bit of a mood. Jacob, congratulations, my friend. Daz Cameron, not a bad player. George Springer Gold, speaking of not a bad player. It's a good pack. 0 to 60 Tatis. Let's keep it going. Bo with a big old frown on his face. A couple Sotos. You need to take lessons from Daz, Rosario. Daz has got it all figured out. The bunting game. Moving on to 2020 Bowman. Are you guys having a good time? Over 200 watching. We got 80 likes. Let's see if we can't get to 100. And you can give me a great birthday present just by hitting that like button. I don't understand what you mean, Shaka. Look at that. We got a Bobby first. The elusive Bobby Witt Jr. Chrome first. Congratulations goes out to Jack. Got that Bobby. Gotta get that Bobby Witt. Jesse digging that JD auto the other day. I know, I couldn't believe it. I had to tell everybody. I had to tell everybody I know. Like, you'll never believe what I pulled out of here. And they're just like, I don't know who that guy is. And I'm like, it's like the best card that you can imagine pulling out of there. Eric, happy birthday in 3 days. Thanks, Max. Appreciate that. Brandon, thank you. Vito will take an SP anytime. I know what you're saying, man. Me too. I love SPs. Short print of Mickey Mantle in this that runs for a K. Must be a super short print. We got that Bobby. That's a good blaster. If you get a Bobby out of a blaster. Oh, Dave, I'm sold. Don't bring it up. Come on. I'm 40 today. 40. And then I just keep telling myself it's just one day past yesterday. Doesn't really mean anything different than any other day. Thank you, Clinton. Thank you, Joe. Big hitter. Yeah, but Dave, that's what ladies say. That's what women say. Men don't care about their age. Until you're like, unless you're under the age of 21, then you care. You're just like, come on, 21. But then after that, it's just another day of breathing, crushing, another crush fest. Kind of want to pick this dude up. He's been pretty good, hasn't he? Off the waivers. I was thinking about picking him up. Jordan with another 15. I also want to wish you a happy birthday from our family to you, mate. Hope you had a wonderful day. It's wonderful. Everything's wonderful. Thank you for that super. And Jeff with the $2.99. Love AG. Happy birthday and enjoy this break. Enjoying this break. Thank you, Jeff. I'm glad you love A&G. I think it's a fun, different kind of way to it's unique. The same old thing gets boring, like flagship over and over and over and over, just like. So switching it up, man. I can't, like, all new releases. That's my thing. I just love a new release. I can't think of, the only ones I don't like are those archives, one card, encased card. And even those are not like, I don't like I'm not like, I hate these. It's just, they just don't do it for me. But pretty much every other release I kind of like. Or at least I get excited when it comes out. Skywalker turns 40 in December. Sorry, man. 357, 44. Dagger, 41 coming up. But we're all having a good time. I'm just like, Gabriel. I'm trying. They should change the name from Don Russ to Nostalgia. Max says, Jesus loves you. That's right. Everybody. Jesus loves everybody. Max? Max, is that the only thing that you've ever said? Felt the need. Felt the need to drop some good vibes. Dave's 25 in December. Right in the middle there, eh? 25. 25. They're just, like, when you're in your mid-20s, I'm going to be honest with you. From the age of 21 until now, couldn't tell you what I did. It all blends together. I'm really bad at, like, TV show trivia, especially, but, like, trivia in between the years of 2001. No. Sorry. 2004. 2004 and now. It's a big smush of nothing. I mean, I know the things that happened, but I can't pin a date down. It could just as easily be 2006 as it could be 2018. Is anybody else like that? I mean, it has to just be like out of college, in between college and like then what? I think I bought a house in 2008. No, it was before that, 2006. So that's something. I guess, like, you got to have an anchor, like an anchor date where you pin something to that, like, oh, I remember 2008 because of this. And then that same year, this movie came out. I don't have any of those through those years. And now I got 2001 stuck in my head. No, it's because I was in college in 2001 and I was watching the TV when it happened, getting ready to go to class. So I definitely remember that. We got an auto out of this blaster box. Let's go, baby. Alberto Rodriguez. Going to the Blue Jays. Francisco, congratulations. Look at that. Alberto. We gotta organize these just a tick. Maximize the space. There we go. No glares allowed. Soderstrom, DeVoe, JD, Jared Kelly, Greenskeeper. Here's to 40 more. Hope you had a great day, man. Thank you for all you do for the hobby and creating such an incredible atmosphere for us all to kick back and enjoy every single break. Good luck, everyone. Thank you, Greenskeeper, for that $19.99. I appreciate you, buddy, as always. 40 more. That's right. Halfway dead. Only halfway. Only halfway dead. I feel like I've lived a long time. Many, many lives worth of living. So if I'm only halfway there, whew, man, what are these next 40 going to be like? I'm definitely not going to be doing as much as far as like going to shows and concerts and things like that. I've been to so many concerts and games and events that I have this board where I've kept a whole bunch of my ticket stubs from all these different things that I've been to. Every once in a while I check it out and I just go, I don't need to go to anything else. I've been to so many things. Why do I need to go to go to another game, I guess? But concerts, like I've been to so many concerts. I've seen everybody I like multiple times. Multiple times. And anytime my friends are like, hey, let's go check out so-and-so, I'm just like, we've seen him 7 times, man. I don't know, I mean, you really want to go through the hassle? The hassle of like driving down to Detroit, figuring out who's driving, dealing with the traffic, paying $20 a drink, dealing with all the nonsense and nastiness that's down in the city. I think I'm starting to sound like I'm a little bit older. Brick asks, what's your favorite product? I like Bowman. That's my favorite product. But then Topps Chrome's number 2. Here's a Moncada, which is why we do a lot of Bowman and Topps Chrome. I've never been to a monster truck rally, but I don't really care about monster trucks. Not that I dislike them. I just don't. Like, some people see a monster truck and they're just like, hell yeah. I see a monster truck and I'm just like, whoa, some big tires. Most memorable concert, Woodstock 99. Does that count? It's kind of many concerts in one. But the first Lollapalooza I went to also was pretty memorable. AK says, strike you like Daz. Being a Detroit guy, SP is sick. Yeah. Yeah. There's that Soto. Ramirez Refractor. Love that Soto. I have seen Eric Clapton. That was the first concert I ever went to. Went saw Eric Clapton. Was it the first? No, it wasn't the first. I'm taking that back. The first concert I went to by myself was just like without a parent, was Tom Petty. But I did go see Eric Clapton, and I saw, there's a trout, Jeff Beck. I think Jeff Beck might have been the first concert I ever went to. Went with my dad. No, that wasn't the first. There's so many, you guys. So many. Dave Matthews. I don't think oh yeah, they were at Woodstock, so yeah, I did see them. Dude, my buddy and I were both 17, and we drove through Canada to New York when we were 17 on a whim. We didn't have tickets. I was working as usual, and my buddy came up to my job and he's like, "Hey, you want to go to Woodstock?" I'm like, "Yeah, let's go." No tickets, just hopped in the car and drove there. Somehow we got tickets while we were in line waiting, like in a car. Because the line to get into just a park was miles. So while we're waiting in line, some dude came up and he's like, "Tickets!" We're just like, "2, please." It was wild. I'm sure you guys have seen the videos and stuff. It was even wilder than the video show. Like the fires and all that stuff, that was at the very, very end. But even before that, never seen anything like it to this day. And I've been around Ichiro. Probably the best concert I've ever been to, though, is I saw the Chili Peppers back in '99. Their Welcome Back tour. I don't know what it was called. It was actually before Stadium Arcadium, or not Stadium, Californication came out. It was like, so they hadn't, like John hadn't been back in the band in a while. And they were coming off of, I think 94 was One Hot Minute. So it had been like 5 years. John was back in the band. They were doing like a pre-tour where they were playing some of the songs off the new album. And I was a senior in high school. And I went you had to win tickets. That was the only way you could get into the show. Here's our sepia pack. Let's get a banger out of here. Come on. Tough. You got a 4-card shot of getting a banger, and we did not. Yeah, I got in the front row of that thing. And those guys were right there. They were right there, like you could reach up and touch them. But it was so hot and so compact. People were pushing so hard to get to the front. I remember just being soaking wet with sweat. And then we went out to eat afterwards to a Denny's. And I was soaking wet. Like I jumped into a pool, like everybody was. And we're just sitting there. You know how when you're like, I don't know if you guys have ever experienced that. But if you got a wet shirt from like a concert or playing sports or something, you're just soaking wet. Like you lift your shoulders up. You just kind of, because you don't want it to touch the side of your body. Clearly authentic. JM with the $5 IPC. Alberto was traded to the M's for Taiwan Walker. Was childhood friends with Noelve Marte, who is also an M's prospect. Yes, he is, and a great one at that. Yeah, dude. Marte is... The M's are just loaded, man. Mariners are loaded with good young prospects. They're going to have one of the best offenses in the league. Best young offenses in the league in a while, man. As soon as Marte, Kelnick, Julio, as soon as they all get up there. Roan Bear! What is happening, my man? Good to see you. Thanks for swinging by, buddy. Let's see what we got in here. Jordan, funny you bring up the Beastie Boys, because I had a ticket to, it was Rage Against the Machine. What is this in here? There's like it's got a blocker in it. Oh, dude, we just got A bonus. We got a bonus. Should I tell the story first, or we gotta look at this? Look at this. I was like, what is this card in here? There's an additional card. Check this out. We got 2 autos. Roan Wood says, clean shaven, looking sharp, striker. Thank you. I had to show off the chin, jawline, and chin combo. Not a better jawline and chin combo in the game. Let's check this out. Andrew Vaughn, clearly authentic auto, rookie auto. That was just a bonus in there. They just threw that in. Like, no big deal. Going to Kurt. Nice, Kurt. And then, the real card. Emerson Hancock, another solid prospect. Yes, 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 yes. Here we go. Mariner. Could it be Ken Griffey Jr.? Oh, please. Please. No. It's Marco Gonzalez, but man, it's 1/50. Almost picked up Marco off the waivers because he's having a pretty good season. He doesn't strike anybody out, but he's doing okay. Mariners. Who's got the Mariners? Dennis. Congratulations, Dennis. Dave got a redemption Joe Adele red auto from Clearly. When you went to scratch the code, 3 letters were unreadable. Will Topps help you? Yeah. That would be a pretty bad move on their part to not honor something like that. Oh, you know what you can do, dude? Just send it in. Put it in the mail. You can send these things in the mail. Whatever. It just got the... That's what I did. With one of mine, I had the same issue. Topps Finest. Been a little while, eh? Ripping any packs for your birthday tonight? I was thinking about it. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm pretty broke after the last couple of series. The Griffey and the Series 2. The 2018 Series 2. Those were tough on the pocketbook, man. So I don't know if I can afford that, but I'd like to. Does an auto lose value if it gets faded? It doesn't help the value. Shinder says my wife cut me off from buying for a while. I feel you, man. Are you the one that makes the money in the family, or do you both make the money? How does that work? If you don't mind sharing all of your financial details with the whole chat right now. Davey Garcia. Baby. Since Roan Bear's in the chat, someone brought up the part-time job. Roan Bear knows all the lingo. 7-Eleven was a part-time job. So we almost talked about that, but I don't know, man. Kyle Lewis to 250. Roan knows the code. Roan gets it. You both make money. Okay. Well, I got nothing to say. You do what you gotta do to make the wife happy. I know. You can't. I had to delete the comment because I was worried. They're already demonetizing me. Why? I'm pretty careful about the things that you're not allowed to talk about. Sixto, we got Ian Anderson. Well, Diego, once the bulk rates get back up, get back up and going, maybe then. If you're nervous about it, if you haven't done it before, you could always find a third party that'll help you out with that. I've done it. It's a good way to do it. Some people just send bulk submissions away so you don't have to worry about any of the details. Yeah, Greenskeeper. Garden's going strong, man. Just went out there today. Picked. Dog just. Midnight. Yeah, there's the first watermelon that started growing. It got about this big and then just started to rot. So I don't know why. But then another one is pretty huge. It's probably ready to pick, close to ready to pick. But we're still getting green beans. Oh, man, here's a sick auto. Cronenworth. Very nice. Another Padres hit going to Scott. That is legendary. Dude, Cronenworth is legit. Brock says, Striker, I'm 17. I'm in high school. I love collecting, but the card market has become so expensive. I wish PSA could be like $15. I know, man. So all you're going to have to do then is just really be picky if there's some cards you want to send away. Just really be picky and just go through all of them. Make sure they're about as good as they get if you're going to send a few away. Scherzer, blue, 15 out of 150, going to JR. Yeah, Finest is awesome. 357 says, I'm thinking PSA will be $40 to $50 for the lowest service since SGC is now 30. That'd be a shame, man. If it was $40 to $50, that's ridiculous to me. I mean, that would really hinder a lot of people's, a lot of people actually make a living, sending cards away, get graded, get them back, playing that game. It would probably just increase all the PSA valued cards quite a bit. Baseball cards, super expensive in Australia, Chase. YouTube. Not getting a lot of quality there, eh? Ryan Mountcastle, rookie. Kirilov, rookie. Finest has a nice checklist. Yeah, cards are pretty expensive, but they're less expensive now than they were last year. Relatively speaking, like just from the standpoint of like Gypsy Queen kind of rolled out at about $200. Now it's $300, but it was $200 this year. It's like $169, $170 for your 2 guaranteed autos. So they are expensive, but there are some things you can get that aren't expensive, like Series 2. So if you want the best of the best stuff, it's going to cost you, because that's just how it works. But if you want to take a step down, you can afford a hanger box or some fat packs or something like that. And if you can't afford those, then maybe this isn't your game, because that's about as cheap as it gets. So if you can't afford $10, I don't know what to tell you. Rizzo. When I was a kid, I couldn't afford that kind of money, so I just would have to wait till it was my birthday or Christmas and ask for the cards, ask for some packs or a box. Or, you can work, save up some money. Even if you're a kid, you can do stuff around the house, do chores, mow the lawn, do the grass. You could go, offer to do the same things for your neighbor. In the winter, you could shovel snow. It's important to get a nice, solid work ethic built up when you're young. Three blasters of Gypsy. It's a fun little open. We got a Rizzo green. Going to Kyle. Yeah, the SGC slab does look pretty classy. I like it. Although I won't be buying any of that kind of stuff. I prefer PSA. Call me a snob if you want. Gotta refresh this. We're getting a little bit of buffering for some reason. The fastest internet in the world. And the best computer money can buy. No, not 2019. Did I say 2019? I meant 21. Sorry. 2021. 2019 Series 2 is always on my mind, because that's what I wanted to open for my birthday. Or Chrome, but Chrome's just so expensive. Goldschmidt, and it's like I have most of the cards I want now out of those. So I don't have the same desire to open like I have in the past. In the past, I was chasing the X-Fractor. Now I have an X-Fractor. Then I went on to chase the gold. Now I have the gold. Got all of the regular Tatises that I want. Evan White, are you still here? Evan White was in the chat earlier. From Seattle. Dennis. A couple of Dennis hits today. Oh, that's why. We got a Series 2 to open today. 2019 style. Kirilloff parallel. And a Cronenworth rookie. And a Joey Bart. Kirilloff to 300. Kruger breaks and rips is also a PSA snob. Yeah, part of it's just because you want all the slabs to be the same. At least I do. Like, I kind of want them all to be the same, so they fit together nicely in a case, and they're not like all different sizes. And you can, like, if you're judging prices, if you're trying to figure out prices, it's easy to just go PSA 10. Boom. If you got to search through all the different kinds of slabs, they're all different prices. People don't value all the other off brands as much as PSA. So if you're an investor, unless you're planning on ripping or breaking a slab open, getting it reslabbed to PSA, not really looking for that other stuff, I don't think, as much. Monster Burrito. All right, let's do this 2019 Series 2. You need a Mets card? Well, we got a whole nother box to go, so hopefully you get one out of there, or never know what's in here. Might get a Pete? Pete rookie? Kruger wants a Mets Pete rookie in this pack. Let's see what happens. Barry Larkin blue. Matt Carpenter home run challenge. No Pete. You know what? I'm just going to give you another pack to open here. Freebie on the house. We got to get a Pete out of here. Come on, baby. Let's get a Pete for Kruger and his birthday yesterday. Framber. Wow. Got a gold, but it's the White Sox Stadium. A black Bagwell to $2.99 for the Astros. We got the Stros. Anthony, congratulations. We got a Cedric Mullins rookie, which is now the greatest thing ever. Oh, bam! Woo! Yeah. Huh? Let's get some likes. Let's get some Pete's up in the chat, spamming after that one. Wow, I can't believe that. That's so sick. Got that Pete for you. Happy birthday. What are the odds of that? Can you believe that? That means there's going to be an Eloy in here too, I think. Maybe. Sometimes you get the Pete and the Eloy. Maybe not. Okay, I guess not every time. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Fire hands. Couldn't have planned that better if I tried. What? So I opened 30 of those packs, right? Was it 30? 30 of them in the Gold Hunt series. How many Pete's did I get? Maybe 2? Oh, good. A normal sized card. Let's see what's in here. There you go, bud. We're just speaking things into existence today like we usually do. I've gotten to the point where not even, it's just normal. JR with the $5 for the bonus pack. We appreciate what you do for the Slammers. Thanks, JR. Appreciate that, Superman. Do you think Alonso will hit 500 home runs in his career? Patrick, I don't think so. He would have to play until he's like 30 or 42 or something to sniff that one, I think. Because like let's just think about it from an easy math standpoint. 10 seasons of 50 home runs. He's already 27. Started when he was 24. Like, I wish him the best. I love Pete. Love him. But I don't think he gets to 500. Sanchez. Jesse Sanchez. We got a rip card already. I don't know if it's a simulation greenskeeper or if it is written that you ask and you will receive. I mean, I do know, but I don't know if it's some kind of, I don't know if simulation is the right word. I think the concept is somewhat accurate, because I think about that a lot, about, the nature of existence. Pete will hit 500 because he'll DH until he's 50. Yeah, there's a lot of truth in the Matrix. I don't think there's machines. I don't think we have machine overlords. But I do think about Cypher's dilemma a lot, just based on my experience in life. And if you could take it all back, what you know, Pete's 26. Okay, yeah, he was 24 when he was a rookie, so 19, 20, 21, 26. He could be 27 soon, or no? Whatever. 26, yeah. So if he's got 10 more good years to 38, and he hits like 40 a year. Anywho, I forget what I was talking about with the Matrix and the nature of reality. Oh yeah, Cypher. Like if you could just go back and not know, would you rather not know everything you know? There's a supernova. And just be ignorant. Would you rather be ignorant? Ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is bliss. That's not just a clever statement, man. These cliches hold so much truth. There's a reason why certain stories, certain nursery rhymes, certain songs, fairy tales, fables, they're valuable. They go on forever. It's because there's truth in them. Layers of truth, layers upon layers of truth, and you can't get away from them. But if you could go back after learning just about the horrifying nature of reality, would you? Who is this guy? Is it a guy? Am I assuming an identity? Kelly Ringham. Cool, okay. Softball player. Jan, mixed martial artist. Black border. Yeah, Josh, I've been on the quest. I've been on the journey for quite a while. I've learned some things that sometimes I wish I didn't know. But I asked for it. I sought it out. And I found some things. Jazz. Like, you start to think about them too much sometimes because they're things that are beyond your control. We got another Canseco with the Tampa Bay Rays uni. And it's like, okay, I know, now what? Nothing. Now nothing. Now you just go about your life. Ted Williams. A Ginter back. Have we seen a Brooklyn back yet? It's funny you bring up The Catcher in the Rye, Brock. That was the first serious book, I don't know how to classify it. But yeah, it was one of the first serious books I ever read. And I read it when I was too young. My uncle gave it to me to read. And, man, I think I was too young for that book. Because it's not a book for kids. And my uncle's a professor. You can put some pieces together on your own if you want. Love him to death. Love him. But I was a bit too young. Here we go. We got a Benintendi for the Royals. Game used memorabilia. It's hard to turn a blind eye with my personality. I don't turn blind eyes. I'm pretty outspoken. I have to bite my tongue while we're doing this, or else they'll take everything from me. So I don't really want them to do that. Brooklyn backs are the red numbered to 15 or something. Okay. Yeah, Brooklyns are super rare. Yeah. Well, The Catcher in the Rye is like a very nihilistic book. And I think it's meant for an audience of like a college level. Like, you should probably read that when you're in college. It's perfect for college, university. Because that's this kind of headspace that you're in when you're in college. You're in a questioning the nature of reality, questioning your existence, like nihilistic sometimes. You're starting your you're completing your intellectual journey. You're trying to figure out what's real and what's fake, who the phonies are. You think everybody's a phony. But when you're in, like, I don't know if I was in elementary school still. I mean, I was really too young. Too young. I might have been just in junior high. Or maybe like 6th grade. Either way, I read that and I was just like, what? What is all this? Like, boom, here you go, kid. Here's your first taste of reality. This is what the world's really all about. It's like, Mommy? Mama? Caldwell, 105. And the lemon shark. I was wondering if we were going to get the old lemon shark. By George, we did. Jack, can't really. Now's not the time or the place for that. But I'd love to. And we have in the past. I think the first stream I ever did, we were talking conspiracies. It's been a while, though. I can't really remember. Lemon Shark Auto? Patrick says conspiracies are what brought my channel to an end. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like, if I want everything I've worked for to go away, I guess we could go down that road, but I don't really want to lose everything. And that's how they get you. That's how the system gets you. But this isn't that kind of channel, you know? We're here for baseball cards and the occasional philosophy and insight into the nature of reality that doesn't step on too many toes. Ryu, a nice blue relic. Much better than a white one. Going to Toronto, Francisco. Congratulations. We've been fortunate. We haven't gotten any no non-baseball player hits. Yeah, YouTube's changed, Cardio. It used to be like the rabbit hole place to go. And now they've gotten rid of all those people. The greatest coach that's ever been. Just look at the numbers. Eloy, black border. I was actually thinking about starting a baseball conspiracy theories channel. I've got a whole page of notes. Like a separate channel. That way if that got taken down, oh well, right? Because there are a lot of them. Cubs have Patrick Wisdom batting cleanup. Yeah, he's been batting, I think, 5th, but I don't see why not bat him 4th, dude. The Cubs are atrocious. They might be the worst team I've ever seen right now. They're so bad. Like, I just want to see the last few games of theirs because they've been getting the pub stomped out of them. Standings. Cubs. Here they are. 52 and 65. So their last 2 games, they got beat 17-4 and 10-0. Small sample size, but honey fungus. Sweet. Thought to be the largest living organism on Earth and also among its oldest. A single honey fungus stretches 2.4 miles across. Wow. Honey fungus. Trivia answer. I'm going to remember that one for trivia. The honey fungus. And how long does it travel? How big is it? About 2.4 miles. Yeah, that's definitely one of them, Jordan. I don't believe that one, but I could be convinced, I suppose. I haven't done a deep dive on if that's really the case. I don't think it's that. I think there were a lot of factors that led to that. I don't think gambling was the reason. But like I said, I could be convinced with the right amount of facts. It's stuck to it statically. Static cling. Schwarber is a clingy guy. I can't even pull it off. There. Look. It won't come off. It's a Bryce. Game used. Game used memorabilia. Bryce Harper going to the Phillies. Going to the Greenskeeper. Congratulations, Jake. You like the pace tonight? It has been very chill. I needed a chill one. JR, that's funny because some people are just open some packs for God's sake. Whoa. Just banned for life. Go just watch someone else then. You don't need to comment if you don't like the pace. Just go somewhere else. If you do like the pace, love to hear it. Caldwell 35. We'll put him in the common pile. Caldwell 35 is a common galaxy. Is that a galaxy? I don't think that's a galaxy. Is it a galaxy? Yeah, it is. So they say. Oh, we got some bendies. Look at some more bent corners in the bottom left. That's strange. Babe. The Caribbean reef shark has some damage. Sorry to whoever gets that one. I know you're looking forward to having the Caribbean reef shark in your collection. At least you still get the card. It's not going to be a gem that you can send away to PSA, though. Chrome retails on eBay. Just like a pre-order. That's right, Michael. Michael says, I'm in no rush for breaks. If you gotta go, you can always watch it. Or you can even just watch it later and put it in 2x if you want, or 3x or whatever. I don't care. Just do whatever you want. Fast forward. The red maple. Not a pre-order. They just straight up have some chrome. Guys, everybody who's here, everybody who watches this, I don't think you should pre-order chrome. I think it's expensive right now. It's too expensive. I think it's going to drop a little bit. Allegedly. Could it be? Because, man, they want like 530 bucks or something for a jumbo, or maybe it's more than that. Let me just check the price. It is... It's out of stock. I don't know, maybe... Hold on. 540 bucks. 540 bucks if you buy a case for the price of a jumbo right now. It just seems awfully high. Does that seem high to anybody else? Because what's been happening is the pre-order price on all the releases almost this year are higher than the price ends up being in like a week. It's like a race to the bottom after that. I'm just looking out for you guys. If you can afford to wait it a week or two, I think I'd wait a week or two if I were you. Trout. Who is this? A comedian in Reno 911. I don't recognize her from Reno 911. And I watched that show. Josh Naylor. The Arabian Oryx. It'd be a nice mount, wouldn't it? I bet you that's a highly sought after mount. Hunting and poaching, yeah. I'll bet everybody wants the Arabian Oryx. They want that guy's head on their wall. 1 cent? Where's 1 cent? What's up, man? How's it going? Good to see you. It'll drop, then sell super quick. Yeah. Well, here's what I think is going to happen. I think we're probably on the same page here. I think so. The pre-order prices they were even higher. They were higher because I pre-ordered a case of this stuff back like 6 months ago, and now it's like $400 cheaper to get the case. So I'm like, well, are you gonna lower the price then, or what? No, you got to pay the full price. So I'm just gonna have to eat my deposit or something. I don't know. I don't want to pay like way more. I can't do that. So I don't really know. I don't know what to do. I've got a couple boxes coming in that I can't. I already paid full price, so I can't cancel or anything. So I'm gonna have to just bite the bullet. I mean, I don't know. It seems really high because everything, just based on what everything else is doing, it's dropping after a little bit, after like the first little bit. But chrome is chrome. It's like Prism for basketball and football. It's always, and the checklist is going to be so good that eventually it will get higher again. But I think it goes lower before it gets higher. Hank Aaron and A-Rod. Well, we didn't have any cards that we got to random off. So that's good. And all these weird cards, I'm just going to disperse them into all these. Everybody's just going to get some random ones. We'll start with the Ryu, the blue Ryu relic. And a framed mini, Bryce. Jeff Bagwell to $2.99. Pete Alonso rookie. Benintendi relic. The green Rizzo to $99. The Scherzer to $150. Jake Cronenworth on card auto. My boy. Kirilloff to $300. Evan White. Got that Marco Gonzalez to $50. And we got a bonus hit out of the Clearly, and it's an Andrew Vaughn auto. Kyle Lewis to $250. We even got a rip card. We only opened 2 boxes, and we got a rip card. Abreu. Framed mini, Tommy Pham. Daz Cameron SP. Out of our one blaster box, we got the Bobby. And out of the other blaster box, we got an auto. Alberto Rodriguez. Let's not forget about the Pete box loader. And the Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Everybody gets a weirdo card. Buy it from Topps. Yeah, but Topps they've been kind of like, if the trend continues, the price for Allen and Ginter was $150 on the Topps website. So what if it's not cheaper on the Topps website? Something tells me they're gonna want, like, I don't know how much. I don't know if they're even gonna offer jumbos. All I know is this year it hasn't hurt to wait. I can't wait ever, really. I gotta like pre-order this stuff and get it in, but it seems like the price drops on every release after the initial, breakout. Not that much. It's not dropping that much. But even Gypsy on the Topps website, I think was like 100 and after tax and shipping, I think it was like $170. Was it 150 plus tax and deposit, or 160 plus not deposit, shipping? Or whatever it was. Chrome is not going cheaper. Hobby will be $3 to $340. Well, I wasn't really talking about the hobby. I don't know what the hobby is. I was talking about the jumbos and how it's already gotten cheaper. Like, Chrome never gets cheaper, really. So that's the only thing. I just don't see okay, so how about this 1 cent? Bowman started out. Bowman got way cheaper this year, and Bowman never drops. So why wouldn't Chrome? Like, Chrome and Bowman are kind of in the same league. Like Bowman, when it first came out, the jumbos were, I don't even remember, but they dropped a lot. So did Hobby. So did Blasters. Blasters are still cheap. Yes, checklist. But there are still some good guys that people want out of there. Checklist is going to be great from Chrome, like it always is. But none of the players are like super studs. So I don't know. I think still haven't decided what I want to do. Just gonna play it by ear. Pre-order like one here and there if I can find a good deal on it. I don't know. Like I said, I've already got like couple boxes, a couple jumbos, and a few hobby boxes that I already bought and pre-ordered. So whatever happens. All right, guys. Thank you for the enjoyable birthday. Thank you for the super chat. Shout out to the hitters and the slammers. StrikerBreaks.com is the place to be. Thanks for watching. I will catch you all later.